Hi, if you want to increase your chances of getting selected in the top B school during the interview process, you will have to work on the answer of this question. In most of the B school interviews, this is the first question that is being asked during the interview, right? And as you know, first impression is the last impression. So you will have to create that lasting impression by your answer for this question. So in this particular video, I'm going to tell you the art of answering this particular question. I'm going to show you the art. Okay, so let's begin. And just to quickly tell you about myself, my name is Ronak Shah. I'm an MBA. I have also completed my engineering. I have more than 12 years of training and mentoring experience of CAT students, and I also have 5 years of industry experience. So yes, when I'll be preparing you for interviews, definitely I'll share my experiences with you, and I'm sure you'll be well prepared. Apart from that, I'm also a digital marketer, and I teach quantitative ability, logical listening, and data interpretation over here on this channel, Unacademy CAT. I also prepare students for the interview processes and help them for the college selection. So before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you that you can subscribe to our channel so that you can get a notification about more such videos, and you can also be part of my Telegram group so that you can get complete guidance throughout your preparation. The Telegram group link has been provided in the description, so please click on that and join my Telegram group. Okay, if you're targeting next year's CAT, then definitely you can join my plus batch or iconic batch, and you can get personal guidance in that, and you can have better preparation. Right, so let's start with this one, how to answer this question. But before that, in general, I would like to mention few points about the interview. The first is the answer to this particular question, that is tell me something about yourself, should be very crisp and clear. It should not be very long, it should not be very short. So ideal duration for the answer for this particular, the first question, is 50 to 60 seconds. Remember, this is the only opportunity, or this is probably the only opportunity where you are speaking at length. Okay, and here you stand a chance to tell the interviewers about your communication skills, about your body language, everything, right? So make maximum out of this opportunity. Second, always have a smile on your face. So sometimes you are under the pressure because you are facing the interview of IIM Ahmedabad or any other top B school. You might be under pressure, but you will have to just learn the art of smiling even in the tough situation. That's very important. Remember, smile is that curve which puts many things straight. Okay, so remember this thing. And apart from that, when you are answering any question, you will have to make eye contact, not only the person who is in front of you, but even with the other panel members. So when you are looking at other panel members, it's like you are paying respect to them, you are marking their presence also. So these are a few basic things that you can keep in mind in general for any interview. Now coming back to the answer to our question, tell me something about yourself. So you can always start by greeting them. Good morning, sir, madam, everyone. Now here, if there is only one panel member, then we can say good morning, sir. If there are two panel members, then you can say good morning, sir, good morning, madam, depending upon the gender. But if there are more than two panel member, then instead of saying good morning to everyone, you can say good morning, everyone. Okay, right, that's one thing. So this is something that you need to be careful about. Be careful about the timings. So sometimes you are expecting your interview to happen at 11 o'clock, but instead that's happening at 2 o'clock. You should not just mug up that good morning all the time. You need to adjust your answer depending upon the situation. Right, then comes the second thing, introducing your self, that is your name. So my name is Ronak Shah and I am from this place. Okay, so just mention about the name and the city. Now here many of you may ask, sir, they already have our CV, they know which candidate is coming. Sometimes they may also tell you, okay, Mr. Ronak Shah, please sit down. So why should we introduce our name once again? So guys, here if they have just said that, okay, Mr. Ronak Shah, please sit down, then while introducing, because immediately the interview would not start, they'll try to make you a bit comfortable. They might just chit chat, and they might put their paper straight and all, and then they start. So there is slight gap, and when they ask you introduce yourself, so since they have already spoken your name, you can say, sir, good morning everyone, as you just mentioned, my name is Ronak Shah. So that is how you can just tweak your answer to that question. Now you can also mention, I am from this place. Say I am from Satara, or I am from Surat, or I am from Mumbai, whatever part of the country or whatever city or town you are from. Along with that, you can also mention that this particular place is known for this, right? So for example, I am from Nagpur and Nagpur is known for its oranges, right? So now this is something which is very commonly known, so you can identify or you can find out something about your town or city which not many people know. So this is how you can leave a lasting impression. In fact, as mentioned in the second point, that when I say my name is Ronak Shah and Ronak means brightness, so you can also explain the meaning of your name, especially if your name is slightly different, okay, not very common name, right? So this is how you can create the answer to this question. You can make it more interesting. Okay, I'm just trying to give you some guidelines over here. You can definitely set and you can just create your own answer also. Then you can talk about your schooling. So when you are going to give an answer which is 50-60 seconds long, so it is always advisable that you try to weave it in a story form. You try to put it in some order. So here the answer that I'm giving, I'm putting the events in the chronological order, that starting from my school, then college, then my current situation, and then I'll talk about my family and hobbies. So they can visualize this thing rather than putting just random points. So I've seen many students answering this question. Good morning, sir. My name is Ronak Shah, and currently I am into my final year of engineering. During my engineering, I have taken a project on this. My father is a government servant. My mother is a homemaker, and I'm from Satara. So this would not work. You are just throwing points randomly. So try to put points in some order. I'm sure all of you have understood this. Guys, if you're enjoying this session, if you like this video, then do not forget to press the like button and please share it with your friends also. Okay, so coming back to the answers, so the fourth point will be talk about your schooling. So I completed my schooling from this place. Now you really don't need to mention about the school name, that I completed my schooling from XYZ ABC. No, that's not required actually. But you can just mention that I completed my schooling from the same place. If you have already mentioned the name of your city, do not repeat it, that I am from Satara, I completed my schooling from Satara. Don't mention it this way. It looks repetitive. So you can use the same place. Okay, fine. And along with that, you can mention the achievements that you had during your school. It's very important to highlight certain achievements because that conveys certain qualities about you, right? So during my school, I stood first in my 10th standard or 12th standard at the school level, at the district level, if you have some academic achievement, or I participated in math olympiad and I won it at the district level, or I won many prizes in quiz and debate competition, I secured second rank at the state level table tennis competition. So whatever were your achievements, please mention it. Now here comes one question: should I mention something like I won a drawing competition in the 7th standard? No, please don't mention it, because it's a very small thing, right? So you need to understand what is remarkable and what is trivial, right? So what you achieved in 5th, 6th, 7th standard, probably it would not be considered that great unless it was again at the district level, state level, or something like that, right? So please put your own due diligence and identify what you are going to talk over here, right? I'm sure once you introspect, you will definitely find out certain things to mention. Okay, then you can mention about what you are doing currently. Now that can be many things. You might be in final year of your graduation, or you might have completed your graduation and you might be working. So in that case, if you're a working person, definitely you will try to take your interview towards your work profile, your challenges at work, what projects were assigned, what are your key learnings, what roles did you play, and so on and so forth, right? And of course your interview would go in that direction. But suppose you are a fresher, then what talking points can you give them? Because there is something called giving direction to your interview, and this is that answer where actually you can give direction to your interview. So for example, I always suggest students to talk about their project, especially those who are fresher, right? So you can mention that I'm in final year of my civil engineering. During my 4 years of engineering program, I participated in this events, I organized this and all. And then you can definitely talk about the project that you have taken. Okay, so you have mentioned about the achievements or your contribution during the engineering, during your graduation, and now you are talking about project and slightly emphasize on that. Now once again, when you talk about a project, try to mention something. Don't try to be very descriptive, rather try to leave a teaser. Okay, so for example, there was a student of mine. He was a mechanical engineering and he created a biomass gasifier as part of his mechanical engineering project. Now, what is a biomass gasifier? So in biomass gasifier, you use biofuel, right? You understand biofuel, right? Biological waste and all, cow dung and all those things, and using that you create a fire which can be used even for the commercial purpose. So he created a biomass gasifier for the for his engineering college canteen. Okay, now instead of being so descriptive, we had a discussion and then I recommended him, we came up with this solution that he will mention about the project in this way. So finally he mentioned his project in this way. During my mechanical, as part of my mechanical engineering project, I created a biomass gasifier which helped my canteen to reduce its fuel cost by 50%. Now don't mention anything further, just mention some numbers, and this will definitely create some curiosity. And the moment you are done with this answer, or even before that, the interviewers will start asking you the question, and chances are very high that almost 5 to 7 minutes of your interview would go in that direction. So you can also make sure that you're very well prepared with that project, and it very well from all dimensions, right? So this is how you can give direction to your interview. Now once that is over, similarly, if you are working executive, you can take your interview in the direction of your work and the challenges that you face and all. Now you can also talk about your family. Again, when you are talking about family, so you really don't need to mention that I have a younger brother who is in 8th standard, I have an elder sister who is working in TCS and so on and so forth. No, don't be so elaborative. Just mention that we are a family of 4 members. My father is a government servant and my mother is a housemaker. That's it. What your brother is doing, what your sister is doing, you really don't need to mention, unless your brother or sister also completed the management program from the same B school. Now that is something that may work in your favor. So for example, my elder brother completed his MBA from IIM Bangalore and I'm sitting in the interview of IIM Bangalore. Definitely somewhere it would work, right? Okay, so you can give a thought. And then towards the end, you can talk about your hobbies, or broadly you can call it areas of interest. So in my next video, I'll explain the difference between hobbies and areas of interest. Please watch that. But it's very important for you to understand what is the difference between these two, because we mostly use it without making much difference. So you can say my areas of interest are reading, traveling and listening to music. So this is how you can give answer to this question. So if you actually prepare a nice answer for this, if you check, it will take about 50 to 60 seconds for you to complete it. Even if it goes for 70-75 seconds, that's perfectly fine. When I say long answer, it is something which goes on for about a minute and a half or two, right? That will be considered as a long answer. A short answer means something which is less than 30-35 seconds. So that will also not be appreciated. So I'm sure you would have got some useful tips which you can implement at the time when you gear up for the interview. So don't forget to like this particular video and please share it with your friends. I'm going to release about 8 more videos for your interview preparation. So keep liking it and keep learning with me. In case if you're new to this platform, then definitely, and if you're targeting the coming year CAT exam, then first thing that I'll recommend is join my Telegram group. And then you can also download Unacademy Learning app, so you can attend many of my free sessions over there on the Unacademy platform. Also, when you download the app for the first time, it will ask you to enter an unlock code. So this is the code. You can use my code SHAR10 to unlock your app. And definitely you can go for plus subscription, because the kind of guidance that I'm giving you right now, you will get similar guidance in a more personalized manner when you are a plus subscriber. So you can definitely go for that. 24 months plan is always recommendable. You have plus subscription and you also have option to choose Iconic subscription. So the way I give the guidance, similarly in the Iconic you will get mentorship from the top B school alumni who have just completed their MBA or who are pursuing their MBA from any of the top B school. So definitely there will be a good value addition, and it will ensure that you are not having any doubts, any confusion. So go for that, guys, and use my referral code SHAR10. Many new batches are coming up for CAT and other MBA entrance exam preparation, so you can join any of the batch and keep learning with us. So as far as this session, this particular video is concerned, That's it. Stay tuned for more of my videos. Bye bye.